New president's team, where are you? Stand up one more time. At the great banquet last night, let's give them a hand one more time. New Prez team, whoa, looking good. Here's some more notes to consider. Keep reviewing your own performance. No telling how good you can become if you keep taking a look at what you're doing. Make little adjustments, both in delivery and in content. To a small little group I said yesterday, sometimes reputation is more important than information. How you say what you say is equally as important as what you say. Your own meeting performance, one-on-one performance, your invitation. Part of the recruiting magic is continually refining your presentation, your invitation. Try to make it unique. Here's part of the way I used to recruit. The waitress who brought me my coffee at Denny's, I would say, would you mind if I asked you one of the most important questions you will ever be asked in all of your life? Would you mind if I asked you one of the most important questions you will ever be asked in all of your life? You got to say yes to that, right? That's a genius way of saying it. I'm asking you to be the genius. And she says, no, what is the question? I said, the question is, have you found the opportunity that's going to take care of you and your family for the rest of your life? That's one of the most important questions anybody will be asked in all of their life. Have you found the opportunity that's going to take care of you and your family for the rest of your life? It's called a one-sentence seminar. Good question. She says, well, no. I said, then would you mind if I asked you the second most important question you will ever be asked in all of your life? And she says, what is that? And I said, the question is, are you spending some time every week actively looking for that opportunity? Those are two of the most important questions you will ever be asked in all of your life. And who's going to ask those questions if we don't? Nobody, probably. She says, well, no, I haven't found it, and I'm not looking. I say, wow, isn't that something? Then wherever that conversation leads, I might say, how would you explain that to your family? Which is a little tough, but... Then I said, would you mind if I gave you a gift? Wow, what is the gift? Here's my gift to you. And my gift is some of the best advice I was ever given in all of my life. I now give it to you. And that advice is this: you must spend some time every week looking until you find opportunity. A couple of evenings a week, some time on the weekend. Every week you must spend some time actively looking. That's one of the best gifts I can give you, the gift of advice I was given. Last, can I make you a promise? Here's the promise. The day you decide to start looking actively for opportunity, I promise you, your self-esteem will never be the same again. When you say, I'm going to start looking every week until I find opportunity, the day you decide that, you will never be the same. your self-esteem will go through the roof. And last, the day you do decide to start looking, here's my card with my phone number on it. I've found the opportunity that's going to take care of me and my family for the rest of my life. And the day you start to look, I'd love to be the first to show you my opportunity. Thank you very much. And then I promise this, yes. I promise this. If you look at my opportunity, here's what's exciting. You may never, ever have to look anymore. Just figure out something. Smart enough to use your own ingenuity. How to give a better invitation, how to give a better presentation, how to do the training even better. Having something extraordinary to say in such few words that it makes sense. Next, refine your goals. I know you've got some classic good reasons for being here, but I'm sure if you sat and thought about it for a while, you might come up with even more. A lot of people are not here. They did not sign up and come simply because they were not driven by enough of their own personal goals. So let me give all of you this advice in this auditorium because you can take it. Here's number one. Be the leader in setting goals that inspire you so that you can assist others to do the same. Be the leader in setting your own personal goals and business goals and health goals and family goals. And who do you want to meet and what do you want to read and what do you want to see and where do you want to go and what do you want to do? Be the leader in setting goals so that you can inspire others to do the same. Next, ask for wisdom. Who knows from what many sources it comes? I do believe it comes from books, and I do believe it comes from training, and I do believe it comes from personal conversation, but I also believe it comes from prayer. Ask for wisdom. In fact, ancient scripture says, if you ask for wisdom, it will be generously given. I wouldn't miss that if I were you. Next, live with intensity. And why not? My mentor, Mr. Schoaf, gave me the best advice. I said to him, how much money should I earn? He said, as much as you possibly can. How many books should I read? As many as you possibly can. How far should I go? And his simple answer was, as far as you possibly can. How much should I share? As much as you possibly can. How hard should I work? As hard as you possibly can and stay healthy. How many friends should I make? As many as you possibly can. So make the note. I've done it before, but if you missed it, now's the time to get it. Don't settle for less than you can become. Don't settle for less than you can have. Don't settle for less than you can share. Don't settle for less than you can be. Next, demand integrity from yourself. You can't demand it from others. Next, welcome the disciplines. This is how we turn dreams into reality. Next, count the cost. When you do set goals, what's it going to cost? When I first got started, there were some things I went for that really cost me too much. If I'd have known what it was going to cost, I never would have paid. Next, look for the possibilities for yourself and as leaders, because that's who you are sitting in this audience today. Look for the leaders Look for ways to inspire people to take the next step up, not just in the marketing system, but the next step up to help in the meetings, the next step up to do part of the training, the next step up to be part of the inner circle and the inner team that really makes it work. Next, refuse to be a victim of circumstances, or a victim of liars and evil. And last of all, and the most complicated, refuse to be a victim of yourself. One of the great challenges of the human adventure is to listen to the better angels of our nature. What is the little voice that says, go ahead, run the red light, it'll be okay, and sure enough, you're dead? What is that? It's part of the challenge of living. We live side by side with good and evil. Sometimes there seems to be more evil than good. Then it changes and there seems to be more good than evil. For a long time, the darkness of the world was covered with tyranny, and liberty was in short supply. Now, liberty's on the march, and tyranny's out of style. So dominate the dark side of your nature that would sabotage your hopes, destroy your dreams. Beware of the thief on the street that's after your purse, but also beware of the thief in your mind that's after your promise. Next, prepare for the challenges. We're going to have our share. Mark's 20-year career with Herbalife was filled with challenges. But that's how we grow. It's how we develop. It's how we change. That's how we look for strategies and ways and means and opportunity. Next, seize the opportunity. Don't let a window open called opportunity and then close without you taking advantage of it. Whether it's someone you meet, or the opportunity to be unusually gifted in a meeting with words that can reach somebody that no other meeting would reach. Next, praise the contribution of others. Praise every small contribution that helps someone to grow, because as they grow, you grow. As the organization grows, you automatically grow. Key, you stand on the shoulders of all the rest that are part of your organization and your group. And notice the word shoulders. You don't stand on the volume, you stand on the shoulders. Next, give thanks. What can I possibly say in terms of thank you to Mark and to all of you who've made my life so extraordinarily rich? Thanks for the opportunity for me to have more than one career. Wishing now I could live more than one lifetime. But maybe we can do enough in the next 20 years to live 5 more lifetimes in the next 20 years. So become the best you can, go as far as you can, see what all you can see, do what all you can do, accomplish everything you can accomplish.